Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a quick video to talk about the different game modes in Farming Simulator 25. So there is no story mode, I know, I just have to throw that out there, but there kind of is in a little bit of a way, and I'll talk about that as well. So if we go into career, just starting off a new game here, we just click an empty game slot, we just hit continue, there we go. Now we have different options here. So when choosing how to start, you'll have your different maps up here. Obviously I have the 3 base game maps: Riverbend Springs, Hutan Pantai, and Zelanka. So you can go through all those and then you can adjust things from there. So we have some different presets, which is like, I didn't want to talk about this mostly. We have new farmer, farm manager, and start from scratch, and then it goes back to new farmer. Now these are all very familiar to us from Farming Simulator 22. So what's the difference? Well, new farmer mode gives you some preset options here, but just be aware you can adjust all of these, so this matters just a little bit less. They're just presets. So new farmer puts you at $100,000, so a little bit of money. It also gives you a starting farm and then gives you a guided tour, and it puts the economic difficulty at easy, and you don't have any starting loan. Now, if you're like, well, I want to start with a little bit more money, you can bump it up. And again, you can bump increments up of money from 100, 250, 500, 750, a million, and then back down to 100. You can't start with 0. So some of you I know will want that, but you can't do that. To be fair though, you could start off a $100,000 loan and just pay it back to make yourself start at 0 if you wanted to. So you could also adjust this from 100, 250, 500, 750, a million. So you'd have up to $1 million loan. So if you really wanted to start hard, you could start yourself with $100,000 starting loan. And then if you come down here to economic difficulty, you have easy, normal, and hard. If you really wanted to make it difficult, make it hard. And if we go over to like, for example, let's go to, start from scratch, you have $500,000, but you have $250,000 in loan. Hard economy, you don't own anything, and there's no guided tour, which you can do that if you like to. If we go to farm manager, you start with a lot of money, no loan. Economic difficulty is normal, so this is kind of like your medium difficulty. I would say that essentially this is easy, this is medium, and this is hard. So again, back to the kind of medium farm manager setting, this is kind of how you're going to start out, and you don't own any land, so you have to buy all the land yourself, and there's no guided tour. Now, the other thing I want to note, if we go back to new farm mode, yes, it has all this stuff on here, so you could choose, obviously, to do this or this. Now, if you turn off the start farm, you can't have the guided tour. If you have this on, you can choose to have that on or off. Now, I will say this as well, which this is probably going to confuse some of you and be a little bit of frustration. That's going to give you guys a little bit of frustration when you get the game. And you're probably watching this before the game has come out. If well, maybe you are, but this is going to come out before the game comes out, I should say. That's how I should phrase it. Now, if you go to Riverbend Springs and you hit yes to the guided tour, you will have a step-by-step guided tour to get you started with one of the NPCs, which is kind of like a story mode because they talk to you, they teach you things, and they go around and do stuff, and it's actually pretty cool. And you can always keep working with them to get more and more contracts and things to do, so it's kind of like a very introductory story mode, which is pretty cool. And if you want to see a video on that, I have the Ultimate Beginner's Guide. I'll put a card up on your screen right now so you guys can check that out if you want to, but that might help you out. So, anyhow, back to this here. If you go to Hutan Pantai, you're like, oh, I want to try the Asian map, and then I want a guided tour. You say, hit yes here. When you load into the game, there is no guided tour. It'll just tell you to go back to Riverbend Springs. Same thing happens on Zelanka. So that's the only thing that's a little frustrating, is it indicates that you might have a guided tour on there, but it's only on Riverbend Springs, at least as of right now. If that changes, that's great, but as of right now, you can choose to have a guided tour, but it's not going to actually exist unless you're on Riverbend Springs. So just be aware of that. But anyhow, guys, that's what I wanted to show you. Just a quick little video to get you kind of introduced to the different game modes and settings when you're going to go ahead and start off a new game. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel. Turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.